Okay, this spell is basically for someone uh, that is in a terrible predicament at the minute. This lady is married to a man who is completely vindictive. He's got drug problems. He's been in trouble with the law, and he's just a vile man. And this working is to get him sent to jail, to get him away from her, so that she can be free. Her and and her child as well. She's suffering at this man's hands, so this working is to get him sent back to jail and just get him into as much trouble and strife as possible. So this is a black bottle. It's been completely cleansed out. I made a black puppet of the man in question, and I stuffed it with some knotweed, some poppy seeds, some what else? Poppy seeds, some confusion powder. What else? Gopher dust and black salt that I make specially for curse work. I also have a batch of black salt for protection, but no, this was for my cursing. You know, and sulfur, etc. As many negative things I could get went into this little doll. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bind this doll up with black yarn. I'm going to bind the legs and bind the arms so that he can't move. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to go and do that off camera, and then I'll come back and I'm going to build the jar up. Okay, so that's the arms and the little legs all tied together. So I'm going to push him in there along with this little petition. On the petition, I basically wrote that he will harm no one, that he is now in prison. I keep things, like I said before, in the present tense. Does this fit? Yes, it does. And I said that he will be in prison for quite a while. His influence has gone, kind of thing. So I'm going to put in some vinegar because we want to sour his life to bring in some discord. I like this dark vinegar, but you can use whatever you have. I don't like the balsamic vinegar because it's got an air of sweetness about it. So just give me a moment. I'm trying to focus on this, and then I'll speak a little bit more about this spell. Okay, let's see at the top now. I'm calling forth the holy death on this. I've got a little statue ready. And I'm calling on Lord Belial from the Ars Goetia. I thought Belial would be a really good spirit to use on this one because of the fact that this woman is being repressed and she's sort of stuck, and Belial is very good in situations like that, and especially Belial doesn't like authority. So this guy is trying to push his authority on this poor woman, and Belial is really good with regards to things like that. He will bust open the doors so that she can, walk through them and leave him behind. That's why I've chose Belial, and the little bottle will go like that. So what I'm going to do is also, that's a tiny little symbol of La Santissima Muerte. So I've got Belial on one hand and I've got Santissima Muerte on the other hand. So the two of them together will do a really good job. It's just a little figure so that she's always with him. Okay. I'm going to put in a tiny bit of Spanish moss because we want him tangled up in whatever he's doing at the minute. Okay, and I'm putting in some gopher dust, sulfur, because we want everything to come to a head. We really, really want this guy to, well, we want him to do as many years in prison as possible because he truly deserves to be there. Black salt again. I'm going to add in some alum powder. Alum powder is great for shutting people up. It doesn't want to come out. Okay. And I thought alum powder would be good because we want him to go, and we want him to go fast and without any struggle, so to speak. So alum powder. I should mention that as an offering to Belial, I've made a blood offering to him, and I don't mean a sacrifice as in an animal or anything like that. And the Holy Death will get her offering as well. So, yeah. Let me see. I'm running out of space here. I put quite a bit in this jar already. This is destruction powder that I make. It's pretty bad. Cayenne powder. And some chili powder. Where's my chili? It's looking at me a moment. There it is, over here. So these are very hot chilies that I have stacks of them all mixed together in that little jar. And I'm putting in some jail dirt because that is exactly where this guy's going to go to jail for quite a while. Precipitation powder as well to bring about a speedy result, hopefully. I'm putting in a little bit of knotweed. Knotweed is good because it stops people from getting far in life. It sort of holds people down, so that's why I like knotweed. And what have we got? In tranquil oil, because why not? Okay. This is just one moment. This is snake oil. I'm quite near the top, so I need to be careful. Hex and hate oil. I'm trying to find it. Hex and hate oil. Actually, no. It's follow me boy oil. We don't want that for sure. Hex and hate. Okay, I found that. This is actually spilt over into onto Bilal's sigil, but it doesn't matter. The intent has been put out there. I can always do another one. And that's my hex and hate oil. I put a little bit too much vinegar in it, but it doesn't matter. Okay, so I'm going to put a couple of tacks. We need something sharp to go into it. So there we go. I've got 9 little tacks. And I'm also going to put in some, this is medication. It's not to heal him or make him feel better or anything along those lines. It's because this is technically a drug. And that's what we want him to get caught. We want to put in prison for drugs. So it's just to symbolize the drug element side of things. Okay. I'm going to have to pop the lid on this. I put a lot in there, so it's going to spill over. It doesn't matter. I'll probably do a new sigil because that one's pretty bad. But not to worry. So what will happen now is I'll burn a black candle on top of this. I'll do that for probably 9 nights. For curse work, I like to do things for around 9 nights. Sometimes 3, but 9. I'm going to pop in a few more bits and pieces in here. I've got smashed glass and I've got some pins and some lime juice I'm going to put in here. So just in case anyone is going to do this working. If you do this working, do it maybe with your own will instead of bringing these spirits, unless you have a working relationship with the spirits. Otherwise, just be careful. That's all I'm saying. I've been working with Santissima Morte for years, so I understand her energy, etc. But sometimes, and also with the spirits from the Goetia, I would, like I've said many times before on this channel, start with the lesser ones if you want to build up a relationship with them. Don't just jump straight in, especially with the likes of Belial. Belial, as I said before, Belial can change your life in an amazing way. He's really good for that. He is a god of ascension after all. I just urge you to be careful, because Belial, he will remove things that are in your way, and if you're not ready for that stage, it can be quite daunting. So I just, have to say to be careful. And Santissima Morte, to me, Santissima Morte, yeah, you can work with her without being a devotee and stuff, but uh, I have her, she's permanently in my home, so that's the way I like it. I'm sure she will help people that aren't devotees, obviously, but like I said before, she's one of those spirits that, especially in her black form, her black robe, you just need to be careful with. Anyway, I'm going to have to clean this little bit of mess up. Okay, so I'm back. That little jar, yeah, it's going to stay on Belial's altar, because I do have an altar here to Belial, and it will stay there for a while, and then I will put it on the Holy Death's altar, and it will stay on her altar for a while, so it'll have a journey between the two altars, picking up the two energies. Right, so I had a look at a few cards. Also, I should say that once I feel the time is right, I bury that jar. It'll probably go somewhere very negative. I do have a graveyard quite close to home. It'll probably go there. Or I'm wondering, would it? Yeah, there's a couple of places I could put it. I'm thinking I need to go somewhere that's completely negative. I have a place in the town I live in. The place is extremely negative. Or the graveyard. I'm not sure at this point, but anyway, this is a reading that I did. I sort of wanted to look into the situation as a whole. So the key card here is the birch rod, or the whip. So I think I'm tuning into you and I'm tuning into him at the same time. And I'm feeling here that the whip is you almost beating yourself up for just being with him, for meeting him, for getting involved. I think you have a lot of regrets with regards to this man, and they're understandable. I understand that. Over here, I see the moon card. I think you thought he was the right guy for you. You thought you were meant to be, but those feelings, that's a ship card. Those feelings are now gone, completely gone, absolutely gone. Over here, I have the book. That's a card of secrets, or something that needs to be said. I'm thinking more in the lines of secrets. And over beside that card is the Guardian. Social event, or even an online event that is social, social media, something along those lines. You're going to find out something with regards to something. It's probably something to do with. It's obviously something to do with him. It's something that I'm trying to put it in the right words. Something that hasn't been said to you, or it's something that should have been said to you. But I do feel this man's influence will go. That ship card means it's going. I do feel he will go away in the long run. But at the moment, I'm sort of maybe more tuning into you. But I'm honestly really feeling that you're almost punishing yourself for actually meeting him in the first place. But don't do that. Please don't do that, because you really need to think of the future, especially with your child and stuff. And I do think his negative influence will go. He's got one foot in the door with his, issues and stuff, and his, drugs and stuff. So I do think that his influence will go. These are a few oracle cards, and I think I'm really picking up on him here in a big way. The first card out was anger. And I've never had cards, I've glanced at them And these cards are pretty bad. And I really think I'm tuning into this guy in a big way. Failure. Spite. Stubbornness. However, I think this is you now. We've got courage. But yeah, harmony. That's you. And grace. So, looking at those cards, yeah, this man, I feel, cannot be changed. And you know that in your heart of hearts, and you don't even want to change him, which is, the correct choice. With magic, you can only do so much, I believe. And if someone is just like that, you're best being elsewhere. I think you've made a really good decision. To get on past him, etc. So, like I said, I will work this jar for you. I'll do my best. Please keep. Sorry, I can nearly talk. Please keep in touch with me. The email address. It's thehouseofmagick@gmail.com. If anyone has a similar issue you need help with, email me. So I'm gonna send you this video, and that's really it for tonight. And I'll speak to you all soon.